Hello, everyone, and welcome to another horrific review. Steve and I are back as we continue our look into the Hammer horror franchise with The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, directed by Michael Carreras. British archaeologists and their American investors ship an Egyptian mummy sarcophagus to London, but someone has the amulet to revive the mummy that will then kill all those who disturb his tomb. I'm exhausted already just reading that. I'm like, even reading the synopsis, I have to change a couple of words to try and make it readable. Like, everything about this movie, mate, is bad.
Oh, it is very.
This is going to be potentially angry review because how dare they put something like this on screen?
Oh, it's absolutely appalling. I didn't know whether to fall asleep. You know how Cole takes the photos of me sleeping while reviewing. He could have done with this one because I probably did.
Put the glasses on, the eyes painted open to pretend you're watching.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You could have not have watched this movie and just turned up. And honestly, in terms of the plot, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Oh, they had the mummy. They took it back to wherever they were going, wasn't it? In England, and he was going to show it off, and and the mummy was supposed to go around killing everyone who was at the opening, wasn't it? And it turned out to be what, 2 or 3 people or something.
Yeah, it turns out the ancient Egyptians had decided they had discovered papier-mâché. Oh my god, that is the worst mask.
It wasn't even straight. It looked like he was looking up all the time like that.
Right, I'm doing this for... This cost me £1, right?
Yeah.
And I've done a better job with a Stanley knife. Yeah. I haven't painted it yet, but do you know what I mean? This is £1 and it's a better job than that bloody movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know. And his breathing, you could tell from how he was breathing that he was in like a plaster of Paris mask.
Yeah.
Like I thought I was watching Darth Vader, Chris, wherever you are.
Yeah. There he is. There he is. Good old Chris. Excellent. The stream is complete. So this is made with Columbia rather than Universal. I wonder if that had something to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm now trying to think of good movies produced by Columbia, and it's not one that springs to mind. It's a lot of generic movies, but I can't think of anything. You know, when you like think Warner Brothers or you even think Paramount, there's certain movies come to mind. You think Universal, obviously, in the horror realm, the Universal Monsters.
Yeah.
Columbia,
they weren't that well known, were they? Like that. It's not the sort of thing you would think. Oh yeah, it's Columbia. Whereas Universal, you think, oh, Universal. Yeah.
That's okay. That's so. But even
I actually thought it looked quite promising. The initial thing, it looked quite bloodthirsty when the guy was stabbed and then they chopped his hand off, and I thought, ooh, it's going to be a bloodthirsty one, but that was it.
Well, there wasn't even a drop of blood.
No, yeah, it was the hand, wasn't it?
I mean, cauterized immediately,
Yeah.
and then they found some spare blood for later on.
Yeah,
this movie's that, but even the opening shot, we've got a location shot in the desert. You know, I think it's supposed to be the Sahara or something, but like when they're riding in the horses, and then it changes to the stage. It's so obvious and jarring that they've gone from outdoor shot to indoor shot, and it's just like, oh god, it's going to be one of these movies.
Because the background sky is all one color.
Yeah.
And,
reminded me of The Abominable Snowman, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know that the outshot, the panoramic shots, and then they went onto the stage. Like you could really see it, but this is nearly 10 years later.
Yeah.
And nothing's improved. In fact, I would say this is worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have this. The Arab tribe, you know, they've captured one of the... Turns out it's Annette's father, the professor, and decided to off him. No real context, anything. Just let's make it happen.
Kill him. Yeah, you don't actually get the thing of what he's done wrong, really.
Mm-hmm.
Because didn't they if they were thieves, they used to cut their hands off, didn't they?
Yeah, left hand got cut off. Yeah.
What did he steal at that point? He just went down the tune, didn't he? And
And there's actually one thing to do subtly. They've brought it up a couple of times. There was an agreement. See this whole thing about the British Museum stealing stuff. There was an agreement with the Egyptian government.
yeah,
To get, you know what I mean? It wasn't as if they just rolled on in. The government, paid them to do it,
yeah.
or took money and
These days it would be on a borrow per basis, wouldn't it?
But
Uh, you know, yeah.
I'm just sick of today's conversation, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Well, there's basically deals made, and the idea was to preserve the stuff
yeah,
because obviously tombs crumble, they get crushed under the weight of the sand. Stuff will be gone forever. It's a bit of living history. Is it ghoulish? Yeah, but no worse than the bog bodies being brought out and preserved, or with the find the ancient artifact. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Um,
My son, when we went to Egypt, he actually nearly got arrested because there was a great big sign. It was Tutankhamun's tomb. No photography, no flash photography. What did he do? Took his camera down, click, 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 and the bloke nearly confiscated his camera. And then luckily, they have like tourist police as well as normal police. And the tourist policeman come down, and there was a lot of confrontation, and then Gareth escaped.
yeah. But that's really, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because it's the same as even back home. With the Marble Arch caves, you aren't meant to take photographs because it's the light destroys the lichen and stuff. You know what I mean? You're trying to have a glimpse into another world.
Yeah, but what I'm saying from there is the paintwork on all the mummy's tomb and the artifacts was like new. Well,
I've done better paint jobs, and I'm no great painter.
I know it was like a quick paint job, wasn't it? Done
A
by
bit of dry brushing would have sorted that out.
Yeah,
They obviously hadn't discovered dry brushing at that point.
Yeah, but it all looked sparkling new.
Yeah,
and if it had been
and the token bit of dust sprinkled on top,
and then you had the knife that looked like it was one of those plastic ones that the kids fight with. And the pot, wasn't it? One of the pots looked absolutely.
Oh, it was just bad. Everything was bad.
The props were really bad in the tomb, but
and then the building that we're all staying at, because we've got Annette, John, and Sir Charles all together. They're about to sit down for dinner, and the staff are like lifting the mosquito net off. And then we'll have the dramatic whoosh for no reason. No reason whatsoever.
Yeah. But
what did that add?
They did the normal thing as well, didn't they? Where, no need to stay there. Come and stay with me, sort of.
Oh, that was
in every movie.
Oh dear.
But, that curtain thing. I don't know why they did that at all.
And they bring the body into the dining room, just poof, there you go. There's a body for you.
Yeah.
Not even respectfully laid out on a stretcher or put in his room.
And then he turns around and says, "You did that on purpose."
Yeah. And then the dismembered hand left on the bed. That's what I said. There was no blood when they chopped it off.
No.
So they obviously brought some blood with them to sprinkle on top. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. And for the knife that was used, it was quite a clean cut, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I said. It was cauterized instantly.
Yeah.
It was a tiny knife. If it had been a scimitar, in proper scimitar, I would have got it.
Yeah.
But
this one was like a fisherman's bloody
wee boning knife.
Yeah.
No, the whole thing is just ridiculous. It's even for the time, a bit of research, or a bit of care.
Yeah.
There's a whole bloated cast here that didn't need to be here.
Oh, they served no purpose. Some of them.
Um,
I mean, the one I pointed out to you was Michael Ripper was in it. He's one of the normal Hammer sort of B actors, and he's very underrated normally. But this one, he dies early, but he was playing an Egyptian, and I was there thinking, all these Egyptians, they're speaking perfect English.
but they're all wearing the brown face paint, and
Yeah, they look like David Dickinson, don't they?
yeah, it's like the Deep Suntan number 7 or whatever it is. Yeah, it's just bad. But it's not as if, because there are a couple of Egyptian actors in this.
Yeah, only a couple.
Yeah, but it's not like they don't exist.
No, no.
A bit of authenticity would be nice. And also, let's say if you're making a movie like this, help the local economy. You know, is that not the way?
Yeah,
Well,
because it is quite a poor country, really.
yeah.
In
Oh,
part,
it's I've only visited once and never again. To be honest, the hawkers and stuff really drive me nuts.
Yeah,
But you know, the only way you don't lift places out of poverty with handouts, you lift them out with empowerment, as in work and things like having when you needed an Egyptian cast, have Egyptians play them.
Yeah.
You
know, probably because it was made in a studio over in
London,
Britain. They probably could only find 2 Egyptians, whereas in this day and age, they
be completely different. Well, this day and age isn't. This day and age just
they
mad.
could have anyone. Yeah.
Not even going to this day and age. We're just
politics. Yeah, I mean, I don't normally mention all the mistakes and everything about Hammer, because, like we said before, it's old film, and if it's that entertaining, you don't really care. But this was just
you starting to pick.
The first one I noticed was the Trilby, and I researched it, and it wasn't made until 1950 something. When I pointed out to you, then there was the woman's dresses. They were dinner dresses from around about 1960. Shoes. In one scene, there was a green exit sign over the door.
It doesn't surprise me. Like I give up really paying attention. I was struggling because the plot was so. Everything just felt thrown together. It's like, right, we're going to do a scene. We've got 5 minutes to get it ready. It's almost like a school production.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like this is film school and they're all doing their projects and trying to shove it together into a movie. It's horrible. And then we'll have Mr. King.
Yeah.
But just let's insert a random yank, because that's the thing we'll have to do. And God, he was just what was the point of his character?
It was like he was funding the dig, wasn't he? But that was about it.
Yeah, but then he decides to turn into a circus on the road and make it a whole spectacle. And you're kind of like,
I'm gonna display this around the world
and friggin' making it into like a stage show, and you're like, really?
Yeah. It was a bit like the King Kong, wasn't it, with Jack Black?
It was, yeah. But honestly, it was just a pointless, horrible character, and I mean horrible by just pointless and not entertaining.
I mean,
he wasn't a villain, he wasn't a good guy, he wasn't anything. He was just there.
He didn't see the mummy get out of the, the coffin thing.
Oh Jesus, that was see that.
But surely something so valuable, they would have had a security guard on it.
We'll get to that, because that gets even more ridiculous. Oh my God.
Yeah, but yeah.
But we started getting the whole thing.
Yeah,
it's an empty. Why would you gasp? People like, hold on, been ripped off.
Yeah, give us me money back.
Yeah, it's absolutely stupid. But like I said, they're playing this whole thing about the Egyptians feeling that their heritage is being stolen blah blah blah, and that
Yeah.
sort of thing. But usually, especially that sort of time, would the sensible thing not to pay off one of the priests and have a ritual so it's ceremonial and then looks right, looks respectful,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. 'Cause
hearts and minds, that sort of thing.
the priests were the main ones who actually put the curse on, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah, but would it not make sense to have like a? It's not just being shipped up in boxes, you know. It'd be a case of let's have a procession, a ceremony.
Yeah.
That would, you know, I don't know. To me, that would just make sense, and then everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Make a story about revisiting the world, as in the afterlife, to show them how the world's progressed, and since they're, you know, you could come up with something to
Yeah.
placate the locals.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just ridiculous. Then we'll go on the ship.
Did you see the fight on the ship? There was 1-on-1, and the other 6 men and 2 girls were just stood back going, they're fighting, you know. The baddies really getting over the goodie, and they just stood back and let him fight.
There's the fight scenes are getting slightly better. At least we're not getting the Peter Cushing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But oh my god, it's still bad. Doesn't look good. The huge swings in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you've got the assassins. They're trying to take him out in the boat,
Yeah.
and then we meet Adam,
Yeah.
who's an absolute sleazeball, who immediately starts flirting with Annette. Now, Annette and John have been super lovey-dovey.
Yeah.
Little hearts going, all that kind of stuff. You know,
you wait till I get you down back to Paris, wouldn't it?
yeah. Oh, you know, can't wait. We're
Oh,
getting married. I thought they were already married. I didn't realize it was his fiance.
Yeah.
But they'd set it up that they're already married and all that kind of stuff. Fair enough. Adam arrives and she's like, "Oh, I want a bit of that," and he does it right in front of John. He's just like,
Yeah.
I'll grab my cook's shirt, Holla, and watch." You know, we'll just fucking.
Yeah.
It was insane.
He got attacked by the mummy, and she runs in and goes, "Oh, where's oh," runs up the stairs to him, and
Right in front of her fiance. Like,
he just goes, more or less, he just goes, "Oh, okay," he walks out.
yeah, it's like
if that was me, I would have gone after him. And
there would have been words and a few fists, you know,
yeah.
on both of them.
I would have wrapped him in bandages and substituted the mummy.
Yeah. Would have invited Ra around to the house. At least you're polite. You don't. Also, to set this right, so we get the backstory of Prince Ra. He's a philosopher. He's a thinker. He's an artist. Blah blah blah. You know, basically lovey-dovey. So that doesn't fit with the lumbering mummy that goes.
Yeah.
And that,
or
well,
I expected him to go, "Luke, I am your father."
I was waiting for him to go, you know.
Yeah.
God, the poor actor must have been tortured in that thing.
Yeah.
If you think about that, if that's papier mâché or plaster of Paris, that's going to be boiling.
Yeah, and it can be quite heavy as well if the amount he had on.
Like, even just in the head, like that was a head cut. Like, that is not a comfortable costume to wear.
No. It's like I said as well. It appeared like off face, so it appeared like he was always looking up in it.
Yeah, because they had it like just you could tell he was uncomfortable in it. I'd be angry too and irritable if I was wearing that.
Yeah.
Slow moving, no range attacks.
Mum is the least scary. Slow moving, had no range attack.
Honestly, see the kills in this movie. All I had to do was walk quickly, and they'd have been out of it. All I had to do was step to the side and walk away, and the mummy wasn't getting them. Like I just love the way the actors politely wait for the mummy to kill them.
Yeah, I know.
I'm over here, you know, and you almost feel like I'm over here, because it can't see through the things. Here, you know,
Yeah.
left a bit, left a bit.
Even the girl at the top of the stairs, he was. It was a bit like that Austin Powers movie where the steamroller's coming up towards him, and he stands there going, "No," like that for, and then it pans away, and then comes back to the scene, and he's still going, "No," like, and it was like that with her. She was at the top of the stairs going, "Oh, oh," and just staying sat, laid back, going, "Oh." It took for ages, and then he gets up to her, puts his hand like that, and then goes back to the bloke down the bottom of the stairs. Oh, fucking.
There's another thing. Could have just grabbed his legs and pulled him down the stairs.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't have been able to get up very fast, would you?
No. Yeah, the whole come stay at my place, I insist. And Annette's eyes light up. She is a whore in this. She's an utter dirty stop out, absolute trollop.
Yeah.
Did not like her character whatsoever.
No. But I mean, for someone who is supposedly so much in love with, mind you, saying that, if you look at the kiss scene between when he says, "Oh, I'll take you back to Paris," the kiss scene between her and she doesn't actually kiss him properly. She does it with lips closed.
Yeah, but is that not an actor thing?
Yeah, well, no, because the actor thing is they kiss slightly to the side with mouth open. They kiss slightly to the side of the face and make it look as though. But yeah, her lips were literally sealed, closed, like she was really pushing them together.
I don't know whether I was an actor thing or because the acting is so terrible in this. The production's so terrible. The story is so terrible. Everything is just awful that you just don't know if they've. I just feel like they've all went to film school. They're currently in film school, and this is their school project.
Yeah,
and it's like why there's so many actors because about 3 different classes, and they're all doing a bit each, so they can get their homework done.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the filmography of all the actors, that they haven't been in anything substantial at all. Even the American guy, the stuff he's been in, I've never even heard of. Terrence Morgan is a bit better than the American guy, but not much. Again, TV actors. They're all TV actors.
Shows. They're nobody's. Not even the actors, but there's nobody bringing out their character. I'm not even actually feeling any characters in this. This just it feels like nobody gives a shit.
I don't think it could have even made it into the 1 hour series of Hammer House, because this just wasn't scary in the least. It was.
Sure, when we actually get the mummy to England, and they've got it set up, and this is where King comes up with his brilliant idea, which was utterly stupid anyway. But you get the porters, and they're throwing in this random comedy for no reason. It adds nothing to the script.
Yeah.
It's not even a moment of levity. It's just like, oh, we're trying to do a comedy now. This movie doesn't know what it is. And then you've got them trying on like the mask. I mean, you get them, they would not do that. That would be them sacked immediately for arsing about.
Yeah.
The whole thing's a joke.
Yeah. Oh, it's I watched it twice, and
you did it better than me because honestly, once was enough.
Yeah, I thought, oh God, what is this? I preferred Catnado. You're gonna have to review that one, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Dear.
You think Curse of the Mummy's Tomb is bad? You Catnado.
Might have to set that up with Chris and drag you along. We'll get that done sometime. Yeah. I don't know. The whole thing, right? And then we'll have this whole side plot with Adam, basically trying to cop off with Annette. And John's only interested in the fact that he was touching the amulet, not that he's touching his wife.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's proper like getting in there in front. He's just like completely, all right. Can I get a turn sometime soon? Like, she has the village bike.
Oh, she is, and she comes across as it.
Honking, but like honestly, I could make all these jokes, but
Yeah.
no.
Well, if my wife was alive back then, or ex-wife, she would have played the part.
So good of mine. Oh dear. Yeah. And then Annette is supposed to be she's studied. She's remember the whole big spiel, how she's a wonderful, super intelligent, asset to the world and glorious. Yet
Yeah.
she's first of all, she's a dirty trollop. B, she's not twigging on that Adam's not what he seems. Like that's telegraphed like the first scene with the split personality thing.
Yeah.
And she's not at all wary of that.
Yeah, no, she just don't get it, does she?
So
more than intelligent.
No, but you know what I mean? But we had this whole build-up of her being super intelligent. She's studied and she's done the arts and she was her father's assistant. She's well-renowned in the world, blah, 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 blah. And then we meet Adam and it's obvious that he's not the full shilling. And he's got a bit of a multiple personality disorder or something.
Yeah.
And she senses no danger with her keen intuition. And you're like, oh, is that your screwdriver to get through this review?
Gin and orange.
Yeah, I was going to say, how much that's...
That much gin, that much orange.
Yeah, just to get through this review. Totally understand. Dude. Yeah. But yeah, the whole thing with John getting upset when Adam picks up the amulet and starts evaluating it and then saying that it's something and not him. He's more annoyed with that. The fact that he's got, he's practically undressing his wife in front of him. Like they're practically ready just to bounce in the next room with him there and not give a shit.
Yeah. But saying how bad it was, this morning when I watched it for the second time, right in the middle of it, Oreo starts whining she wants to go out. And I thought, oh, that's perfect timing.
Yeah, she's done with the movie as well. It's like, nah, I want to go walking.
Right in the middle of it. Let's go.
Then we'll have the other side plot of Sir Charles. Who...
The drunken old swine. Yeah.
Yeah, but first of all, he starts off with integrity. No, Mr. King, your idea is stupid. This should be treated with reverence.
Yeah.
And somehow he ends up getting the blame for everything and not allowed to be an Egyptologist anymore, banned from Egypt.
Yeah.
So he just randomly gets drunk for half the movie and serves, once again, no purpose.
Yeah. That's his character out the door already, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then when he gets killed, it's like a mercy. But the burglars, as the aside of the 1900s, that to be a burglar, you needed a billowing cloak.
Yeah.
Even that was ridiculous. The burglary scene was just ridiculous.
Yeah. That's right.
Or he gets, what was it he stole? Was it the amulet? I don't care. He stole something that was important. It was a MacGuffin. I think it was the amulet. I really just didn't care at this point. I just wanted the movie to end. I was just like, what the hell?
But it's like I said, you didn't see the mummy for the first 45 minutes of the film. And surely the idea being really the mummy is the main protagonist in a
Not
mummy.
the friggin' love triangle between horror features and her friggin' cuck fiance and Mr. Multiple Personality. Like that's that. Most of this movie is that love triangle.
Yeah.
That one of them's completely oblivious is going on.
Yeah. Where was the curse? All right, we get told, everyone who was at the mummy's tomb opening is gonna die, but then he wasn't in there, so they weren't really at the
Yeah.
the opening, were they?
Tenuous links to try and get somebody. Oh, well, you happened to be walking past and it was a full moon on the second day, so you were there because the light shone on you from the same, so you're getting killed. It was dumb. It was stupid.
But the other thing the Egyptians used to do, they used to fill the tombs with like a salt. So when they were open, the salt used to blow out and burn the skin. But that didn't seem to happen on this one.
I noticed too the knot. Don't know what it's called, but they nicked that from the the Christopher Lee one.
Yeah,
They nicked that. They also nicked the ceremony scene where Ra's kneeling and.
When I saw that knot, the first thing I thought was, "Oh, Scout's toggle." Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah, it was terrible.
I just don't. It served no purpose. The whole film. It was the sort of story you could write in. It should have been a short story, really.
Yeah, it just shouldn't have been made.
No.
We're struggling here. This could be our shortest review ever because honestly, there's literally no plot for 45 minutes apart from the love triangle.
Yeah.
And even when we get to the mummy arriving, like just walking through the streets of London. Oh my God, the London accents.
Yeah.
I thought Cockney was bad, but holy shit, Chim Chim Chiroo, Chim Chimney, fucking Mary Poppins stand aside. Like, this was all Dick Van Dyke on steroids. Awful.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we haven't seen such bad accents since what was that film where they were trying?
Oh, they're trying to be French.
Yeah. The Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, that was no. But the thing is, that was them trying to European accents, but these are trying to do London.
Yeah.
Fuck me sideways. I was out. I was buckled over, and just out of the movie. At this point, I'm just like, I give up. I surrender. You win. You win, movie. I'm beat. I don't know what you're doing.
The other accent was Annette's French accent. Went from French to English to French to English. And she just
that's just the bit she's picked up from the various sailors that have serviced her over the time from each of the navies.
Been through all of them.
Yeah, for example, she's on the ship's roster.
Yeah.
Oh God. Even the mummy wants to have a rattle at Annette.
Yeah.
Even the mummy thinks, "Oh, right, she's easy. I'll have a go."
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that bit where he's approaching her and then he just gently strokes her cheek.
One of the usual mummy addictions with the girl is she's sort of resembles
a reincarnation of the love of his. Yeah.
But that
Nefertiti or something, you know what I mean? It's like a reincarnation of, the reason he became a mummy is because of the forbidden love. You know, that's usually the mummy story.
Yeah.
This is just, do you fancy a go? Oh, my balls are over there in that jar. Could you bring them with you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
I just could not take us seriously at all. Like, honestly,
it was just bad. You know, the props were bad. The acting was bad. The even the wardrobe dressing was bad because it wasn't 1900s. And there was no story, and it was supposed to have been about the mummy, and the mummy just wasn't there
side character.
Yeah, and I don't know what the curse was all about
because nobody could explain it. Because
there was only
nobody cast it either.
No.
Because we get the reveal, shock of shocks. Guess what? Adam's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Was anybody surprised?
You could tell that from the start, but
from the first scene on the ship.
Yeah.
Oh, right, here's the bad guy. Okay.
Yeah. Yet the cast just didn't get it. It's a bit like what's we call it, in them not realizing that Clark Kent is Superman.
Yeah.
He's got the same hairstyle, same build, and the only thing he ain't got on is the blue and red suit. But this is the same, they just
Yeah, well. At least some of those movies were fun. This isn't fun.
No. I've like I said, I found it totally boring, and I just didn't get it because it was there was no story like that. It was just a standard film, really, and of no purpose.
Schlock. Really well.
One of Hammer's worst ones, I would say.
Just a bad movie. Like I said, not even a bad Hammer movie, not a bad horror movie, just a terrible movie.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't really horror, was it? It
wasn't anything. It did not know what it wanted to be.
Was it Chris just said that the Mummy films are the ones that are least...
Yeah, the least scary, you're saying, because of basically the lumbering beasts. But you put that into like zombies as well. On their own, they're not scary. It's the horde.
Yeah.
It's frightening, but the fact that the Mummy is, if it's pursuing you, it will never stop. That's the frightening thing. But
with bandages, a mummy is quite more free to actually run and attack, isn't he?
Yeah, but this isn't bandages.
He was there so stiff, going, "Oh, I can't move." Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
I felt the only person I felt sorry for in this whole debacle is the actor that played the Mummy.
Yeah,
Dennis something, I think his name was. He's the one that had to earn his money in this, because everyone else is just down it in. He had to actually physically work just to be in that suit, because God, I would not. You couldn't pay me enough to do that all day. I would be busted.
Oh, it appears that the Mummy, the actor who played the Mummy, Dickie Owen, also played the landlady's husband. So he had a dual role in the film.
God, they couldn't even write. So they have him. Fucking hell, talking about. Do you know, like the council, you've got that one person that actually does the work and everyone else stands around? God, that's what this is like.
Yeah.
He's the one doing all the bloody work in the movie and everyone else is standing around with the clipboard.
Yeah. Can you imagine how he had to get in and out of that suit each time to play another part?
That was probably just give him a break. Give his face it, because honestly, it's not nice. Oh, we'll have the crashing through the door scene.
Yeah.
The glass door, which honestly made no sense.
No.
Just did it for the sake of doing it.
Is that the one where she was looking around thinking, oh, what was that sort of thing?
Oh, they were all talking, and then he just crashes through the door. And then what they do is they put a curtain up for the next time he's standing outside. Oh, God, we'll have to talk about the most ridiculous scene. The police.
Oh, what was that policeman on?
Let's carry out an experiment and capture them, and they just stand around. They drop a net on him. Not a net, as in, actually, they probably would have better dropping her on him. She'd swallow him up. But, sorry, do you know what? I could write a better script with the innuendos I have in my head from this movie. Absolute troll. But yeah, they drop a net on the Mummy. And Kafir, the random guy, basically the one that copied from the first movie, who you're meant to think's a villain, but he's not. Speaks to the Mummy in perfect English as well, and the Mummy understands how he's unworthy and take his life. And the police just stand there while the Mummy gets out of the net. Like, they didn't bring ropes. They didn't have anything that, if you
so many men on each side of the net to
but if you think as well, if they were capturing like a lion or a tiger, they would have had snares and stuff, and none of that. They just throw a net around him and then just stand there and watch as he gets out of it and walks casually over and kills the guy, and then they go, "Oh, the experiment proved right then," and let the Mummy walk on out. And you're just like, what the hell's going on here? That was one of the most dopey scenes I've seen in a movie ever.
Yeah.
And I've watched modern movies. I've watched the Crow reboot. That was horrendous. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. Oh, that was really silly.
But yeah, the final reveal that Adam's the villain, and I'm an Egyptian too, and he does this. Dun dun dun. What
I'm
the?
Spartacus. No, I'm Spartacus.
I just like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Were these
I
people
thought
all on the party pipe?
even the sort of scenes in the sand in Life of Brian was better than this thing, you know.
She comes down and sees his artifacts, all brand new painted, by the way,
Yeah,
in balsa wood.
yeah,
Look at balsa wood cases. Nothing looks even remotely faded or anything. It's
no, it's true new paint. It is.
yeah.
Yeah,
And yeah, his reveal is that he's actually the mummy's brother, and he's
yeah.
brought the mummy to life so the mummy can kill him. And then why does the mummy have to kill everybody when Adam had more than enough opportunities to take a net out if he wanted to?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Why couldn't anybody kill them all? We've done us all a favor in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, then we'd have to watch this movie. Could have been over.
Yeah.
Could have got some extra sleep. Cause I watched this last night after or yesterday afternoon after the talk spot, so I was alright tired.
Again, looking at they're all of them are TV actors. I've gone through all the main characters.
There's nobody memorable in this.
No,
Like, I wouldn't be excited to see anybody appear.
there are TV actors who haven't appeared in the 60s had its normal big hits like Callan and what's that one where he was a number, not a
The Prisoner, Patrick McGowan.
And Persuaders was another big hit when and these just haven't been in that. A couple of them have appeared in the sort of hour-long Hammer things, but that's about it.
This is like God, what was it? Strippers versus Werewolves, with a got all of soap actors.
Yeah,
and it showed. And yeah, it was like these are all soap opera actors because this thing was a soap opera.
Jobs for the boys.
Yeah, this is a tax write-off. It has to be. It has to. There's even back then the washing machine had to be going with this thing because the bloated cast, the just not giving a shit plot, everything being thrown together as if it's the last minute. This was a Ponzi scheme or something.
Yeah,
no way. This is a serious movie.
Perhaps they thought 1964. We haven't made a movie and we've got all this extra cash. Let's plow it into into the shit movie.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
And also, right, how did Adam scream underwater?
Yeah, it's
the mummy's drowning him, and he's full on screaming instead of gurgling.
Yeah.
And the sparkly sewers again.
The what? Sorry.
The sparkling sewers.
Oh, like yeah, right, isn't they?
Pristine.
Yeah, they have a cleaner down every day.
Honestly, not a bit of mud, nothing. Just
people never used to poo back then.
No, they didn't. Obviously, they're just. I don't know, man. This is just horrible.
Really, you can't. What more can you say? It's it is a very bad
The
movie.
setup for the sequel as well, like,
Oh no.
no,
Let's not go
that
there. You can just imagine if the same scriptwriter wrote the sequel, it would be found mummy, take him back to London, have some bad acting.
and have another soap opera skit.
Yeah.
Oh dear, yeah, that's yeah. This is one of our short reviews. Like, even with some of the bad movies or ones we'd be disappointed in, there's
Yeah.
been something to talk about. But this is just awful.
Well, to tell you another thing was, they showed a film of the mummy's tomb, in the background, the public showing of the mummy.
I
the
did
film.
not understand that scene whatsoever.
Well, no, it was in color. Well, in 1900, they wouldn't have had color.
No,
Sure.
it would have been hand cranked. It would have been silent film.
It would have been black and white. But this was shown on.
All we needed was a color TV to be sitting like with the exit sign. Just have a color TV and switch it on, or a tape recorder or something.
Yeah, record player.
It was bad.
With Max Bygrave singing "Sing Along with Max."
Yeah, God, it was just
Oh.
It was a terrible movie. It was a waste of time, but as always, it's just fun to rip with me sometimes because you have to.
Yeah.
Once again, folks, another reason for looking back at this series is not to look at it through rose-tinted glasses or the nostalgia. It's easy to think nostalgia. Oh, the bygone era of movies. Oh, they were all fantastic. Oh, everything's so terrible now. But yeah, studios are studios, large entities, actors are actors, good ones, bad ones. Nothing's perfect.
No.
Were there better stories, better quality of storytelling than current, like this last 10 years of Hollywood? Absolutely. This is one of the worst periods ever for storytelling and entertainment ever. But at the same time, nothing was perfect back then. Like, we have covered some stinkers as well as some great ones. That's nature of the beast, isn't it?
Then there were less stinkers. These days there's multiple stinkers.
Well, what are we? We're 18 movies in.
Yeah.
And this is maybe the second or third one that we've went, nah, I'm not enjoying that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a bad ratio, to be honest.
No. And it's like we both said this one's terrible. I mean, we've disagreed on some, and
yeah, there's ones you didn't like, and I saw the value in them, and there's ones I didn't like, and you really enjoyed. But then again, that's okay. Yeah. That's the whole point of not just being one person here gobbing off or what. That's why that's all part of the discussion. I think people have forgotten that as well.
I think they should remake this one with M. Night Shyamalan.
Chenny Bum. Could Chenny Bum save this movie?
Yeah, so he could get on the thing and say, it's the best film in the world. It's
Ridley Scott. There's another twat. Ridley Scott could make this.
Yeah.
Have some rap music in the background.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to better things. We're back with Peter Cushing again with The Evil of Frankenstein, but it's going to be a few weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'm in South Africa in 2 weeks, so it'll be
around about mid-November.
Yeah.
That's cool, but at least we'll get back to. We have two good ones in a row: The Evil of Frankenstein and The Gorgon. So we've.
What's the next one?
After The Evil of Frankenstein is The Gorgon. So there's two Peter Cushing movies, two classics.
Two good films.
Yeah, so obviously they got desperate after this one. They've seen the trajectory they're going down, and they're like, no, we need just back, lads.
Yeah.
I don't think there's really. How's your day been? Because I don't want to talk about this movie anymore.
Have you seen Speak No Evil?
I will not watch the remake. I watched the original, the 2022 one. The
remake's quite good. Yeah.
Have you seen the original?
The original's Danish, isn't it?
Yeah, but most of it's in English.
Yeah, most of it's in English, but it's
You have a Dutch family and a Danish family, and they basically speak English to
Yeah.
each other and use their own language for their
yeah,
personal scenes.
yeah. The remake's good for a remake.
When James McAvoy said he had to channel his toxic masculinity, I was out. I'm just like, you're upset. When people say statements like that, I'm just like, oh fuck, here we go. You're doing a shitty remake. Not even
Yeah,
2 years after the original. Not even 2 years
yeah.
after the original came out.
Yeah, it's quite short time for a remake, isn't it? It's, yeah, because that Robin Williams film with Al Pacino in, the one in Alaska where, what was it called? Not Daylight.
Don't remember.
Oh, that was a remake from a foreign Norwegian, I think the original film was on that. But yeah, they tend to take these foreign sort of films and remake them because they've done so well in I suppose, their home country as well. And they grab
The
them
original can be released internationally. That's a bit that gets me.
Yeah.
There was no reason for this remake. That's why
No.
I've no interest in watching it, because I watched the original and I had enough.
It's quite good for a remake, I would say.
Well, it's a simple premise. It's not an overcomplicated story, and it's a character film.
Yeah.
But they changed the ending. Apparently, they sanitized it because Americans are fragile.
Yeah. Yeah. Because Cole watched the original first, and he said, "Oh, it's a different ending." So.
Yeah.
He was there watching the new one, and he was going, "We've seen this film." I goes, "No, we haven't." "Yes, we have." "No, we haven't." "Oh no, I've seen the original." He says. So.
Yeah, the original is good.
Yeah,
it's a good film. I've reviewed it on the channel. Links.
It's the better one of the two, but the sequel is. I thought it's worthy of a sequel, not a sequel, a remake. They didn't really spoil it. The different ending, I know, but yeah. So speak no evil. Started watching Cat Aid. we were just like cringing. It's not even like a proper film. It's it's and it's it's awful.
Yeah, nah.
What was the other? Oh, last night we watched the original Halloween for Halloween. Can't beat it, can you? The original.
No. Well, Dale and I are doing Halloween 3 this Thursday.
Yeah.
Because I have to do the controversial one.
Yeah.
We'll put a list in that one, so it's like, okay, we're doing that.
Yeah, I like Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. I thought,
Chris, if we're doing it, it's going to be a threesome.
Yes.
You don't make statements like that.
Chris, you're on Catnado duty.
Yeah, but Steve, you're not getting away with it. It's the same as
no, I'm coming.
Yeah, Mr. Watched the Wicker Tree and then tried to back out of it. I'm sick. I can't review that movie. You go ahead, lads. It's like, no. You don't make us watch shit like that and then not turn up.
Yeah, Catnado, you love it. Put it this way, it makes Sharknado look like a blockbuster. All right? All the Sharknadoes look like blockbusters.
Oh, God, no. It's going to have to be a minute because that was painful. Like, we're still in recovery.
Oh, you can't beat a bit of Sharknado.
Oh, God. Yes, you can. Those actors are horrible.
Have you watched the 2-headed shark, 3-headed shark, 4-headed?
No.
Oh, you got to watch them. They're brilliant. Yeah, put Chris down for Catnado. What about I forgot his name already. Oh, what's he called?
You thinking Cam? You think
Cam? Yeah, that's him. Yeah. Well, Dale, come on. Dale likes Catnado.
We'll make us a Thursday nighter and see if Dale wants to.
Yeah, get them all on.
Be a team event.
Yeah,
we could do that. We'll see if we'll get that organized and just switch our brains off.
No,
Is it better or worse than this?
It makes this look like a blockbuster.
God. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. That's on that happy note. Yeah.
I'll
Really
go get a
unfortunate.
litter box. You'll need a litter skip, mate.
Okay, right. We'll see who can get together for that. Because this channel isn't busy at all. We haven't got like 20 streams or something, you know. That's not just the ones that are on the channel scheduled already, but in planning.
Yeah.
Never busy on here. But there you go. That was fun. Yeah, don't waste your time on this one. Just pass it on.
No.
You're missing nothing. It's not even
Don't
worth a
even
laugh at.
think on a Sunday afternoon I'm looking for something to watch. Oh, I know. Let's just put that one on.
There's
in the
going to be
back.
some paint drying or leaves blowing in the wind somewhere. Be
Yeah.
much more fascinating than this movie.
Yeah.
Even saying movie in the same breath as this is like wrong because it's not. There you go. Thanks, Steve, for coming on and enduring this with me, and thanks for everybody who turned up there. And those of you who are lurking, I see you. Join in the chat. Say hello. We will say hello back. Just don't throw a random fit like last week. But somebody had somebody come on and demanding, like, answered them straight away. They weren't even asking any questions. They went completely boogaloo. Like, we're still having a conversation. No, we'll bring people in at a certain point, but if it's a question relevant, yeah, we'll bring it in. But if you're just there wanting to have a chat, no, sorry. You know, we've got this is multi-stream, by the way. So if you're popping on Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube, just bear in mind that not everybody sees each other. And we'll try and bring you in. But anyway, thanks everybody for turning up. It's always great to have you, and it's nice to see the things getting vibrant each time we stream. It's good to see a bit of life. But until next time, keep up to date with the channel, do the type of things, and remember to keep it creepy, keep it horrific.